Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I will share with you some easy Thanksgiving DIYs, and also I'll show you how I set up the Thanksgiving table. But before that, let me tell you that this video is sponsored by NewAir. They were kind enough to send me this beautiful 16-bottle freestanding wine cooler, and I want to share with you how it works and how it looks. You see how beautiful it is. It is very compact, sleek lines, and I love that it's stainless steel. It matches a lot of my appliances in my house. On the front panel, there are some touch buttons. I'm showing you over here the light button. When you open the fridge, there is a few compartments. You can put the bottles on top laying down. You can also put them standing up. And I really think it looks beautiful. It has enough space for 16 full-size bottles, or you can put some smaller bottles as well. Also on the front panel, you will see some arrows up and down. That is to set up your temperature. And also temperature can be set up in Celsius or Fahrenheit, which shows button over here. Again, I'm showing you how it looks like, and now I'm gonna show you there is additional shelf in the middle. So I'm gonna take out the bottles. I have over here some wine bottles. If you're not a wine drinker, you can certainly put any other kind of bottles. I put some sparkling water, and I also put some sparkling juice. And you can lay the bottles horizontally like this, and you can also add smaller bottles of sparkling water, sodas, or anything that you would like. For the purpose of this video, I put this fridge on this mini table, but we're building a new house and I cannot wait to put it in my new dining room and use it every day, and especially for the parties. If you're in need of something like this, you can use my BlondieNextDoor code for 7% off. You will not regret it. Let's go on to the DIY number 1. For the first DIY, I got this burlap that I had in my stash. It has a print on one side, but I didn't mind at all. It measured 15 inches by 5 inches. So both of these pieces are 15 by 5. You can really use any kind of fabric that you have. I folded one piece. It was a 6 inches piece over, like I'm showing you over here, and I'm going to hot glue that part, not all the way till the edge, because I wanted to fray this burlap with the leftover on the sides. Again, you can use any kind of fabric that you would like for this, but I really like how this looks. And you see me over here just pulling out the threads of this burlap on the sides. I'm going to do that for the both pieces. Next, I'm going to take just this white cardboard that I had in my house, and I'm going to create a mini tag. So I'm going to draw a line 2 inches, I believe, on both sides, and it was 1 inch on the bottom. And on the top, I just created kind of a raised top as the tag would look like. I created 4 of these because the back side of this cardboard was colorful. So I had to glue those 2 sides together to get both white sides. If you have any kind of tags at home, you can certainly use those. So you see me over here hot gluing it together, and I'm gonna cut out the excess around so everything is nice and neat. Next step would be to take my hole puncher, and I punched the holes on the top of these tags. I'm going to take my fine tip black marker, and I'm going to first go around the edges, making it kind of look enamel, but that's not what I was going for. I really wanted to just get some dimension to it, so I went around all the edges and the hole as well. And after I was done doing that on both of my tags, I went ahead and started writing the words "Let's Eat" on both of the tags. Next, I'm using the Dollar Tree white jute twine. I'm doubling it up and I'm going to wrap it around my already pre-made burlap utensil holder. I'm making very simple bow and putting a little hot glue dab behind the bow just to keep it in place. And then on one of the tails of the bow, I'm going to attach the tag. I'm going to do that for the both of these, and that's it for this simple and beautiful project. And for all of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed my project. If you're one of those that like beautiful, simple, and very inexpensive projects and decor piece for your home, then you are in the right place. I hope you will stick around and subscribe to my channel. I really would like to have you. Also, stop by my social media accounts and say hi to me. And now we can go on to the second project. For my second project, I am going to be remaking this gather sign that came from the Dollar Tree. It is a wooden sign, and I was so glad to find it. I snatched it right away. I'm going to be using this paint. Actually came from Lowe's, and I've created a chalk paint out of it by adding some baby powder that had talc in it, and it was very simple, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Now I'm painting it, but not fully. I'm really just lightly covering it with the color and just the front and back side, not in between the letters. I left that to dry and dried very quickly because chalk paint dries very quickly. And then I decided to sand the edges and sand around the letters, or actually on top of the letters. I wanted this to be very distressed, and I wanted that wood to show through this color. And if you cannot really see, this color is very, very light green color, very similar to a moss color by Waverly, just lighter. Next, I'm going to take these two paint stir sticks that came from Lowe's, and I'm going to hot glue these two together, like I'm showing you over here. And then I'm going to just sand the leftover of the hot glue. And next I'm going to take Waverly chalk paint in a color truffle, and I'm going to distress these paint sticks. Now on one part of the paint sticks you can see this little hole. It didn't bother me, but if it bothers you, you can certainly use something else as a base. Next, I'm taking this mineral chalk paint by Waverly, and I am going to go on the top of the truffle paint, and I'm going to distress it even further, make it a little bit lighter. And now I'm going to just hot glue this gather sign on the top of my base. Next step would be to take white jute twine and natural colored jute twine. I had it cut 4 times the same length. And of each color, and then I am making a very simple bow, again what I like to do, and attaching it on the top of the letter G, cutting off the excess of the tails, and that's it for this second project. I'm going to show you all these projects at the end, how they look like and how I styled them. I would like to remind you that you can see my new videos every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope you will put that on your calendar and join me. Now on to the DIY number 3. This is a very simple one. I took this board that I really had in my garage laying around. It is actually a decking board that was 2x6x12, but this one is obviously smaller, and it measures 32 inches. You can really use any board that you have in your house. I really like that this one is chunky and heavy. That's what I was going for. I'm sanding the board around. I just wanted those little pieces of wood sticking out to be gone. I didn't want us to get cut or get splinters. And now I'm taking these pliers that I had next to me, and I'm just hitting this board, and I am making it look old. I am putting some indentation in it. I'm scratching it up. I really wanted it to be old looking and used up. I didn't want to paint it any color. I really wanted to leave it natural as it is. The only thing I added was a clear wax from folk art with some rag, and I left it to dry. Next, I'm taking this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. I took 2 pieces of it that I'm going to be hot gluing together. So I'm putting a little dab of hot glue in between them. I didn't want to put too much because it is not nice if the hot glue bleeds and you can see it coming out. After hot gluing these together, I cut them up at the same length, and I added a little dab of hot glue at the end of all 4 sides because I didn't want them to fray or come apart. Now I'm adding a hot glue on the bottom of each end, and I'm hot gluing it to my board, and that is going to represent, as you can see, the handles of this board. Next, I'm taking the lighter and I am going over this rope. I wanted it to look darker and older, but I also wanted the threads sticking out to be gone. Be very careful doing this. It is a fire. Next, I'm taking these thumbtacks that I got from yard sale for 50 cents, but I know you can purchase them at a Dollar Tree or anywhere else. Now, these are gold color. I did not want that, so I took the Waverly chalk paint in a truffle color and just a little sponge, and I dabbed that color on top of my thumbtacks, and that created that old, really bronze looking color that I liked. And that's it for this project. Now we can go on to the setting up the table. First, I'm going to add my board, and then I'm going to start layering it up with the gather sign and all the things that I found around my home that I previously made and that I had on hand. I really wanted this table setup to be natural looking because for me, Thanksgiving reminds me of everything natural. It is harvest time, and just I wanted to bring that nature tone in my house and on my table. So after layering it up with these little things that I found around my house, it's going to be time to set up the plates. The first thing I'm going to add will be these chargers that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're silver chargers. I know they come in different colors, but this is what I had on hand. And then I'm putting on top my white plates. Then these yellow orange napkins. Then I'm adding my utensil holders, and I am going to put my utensils in them. I think they turned out really, really cute, and I think they look very nice on my table. I added some wood rounds to represent coasters, and that is it for this table. I set up only 2 plates for the purpose of this video, but you get the point. I like all the projects that I made in this video. I cannot really pick a favorite. I think it looks beautiful, and I think all of these separately can be used for any occasion. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, but since the Thanksgiving is coming up, I think it's perfect. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It means so much to me. Share this video and subscribe if you're new. I want to thank NewAir for sponsoring this video and sending me this beautiful, beautiful wine fridge. It is going to be in a great use. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope you got inspired, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.